It is Tuesday, the 30th. I hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend for those of you who do celebrate that. It is Tuesday, like I said. It's the 30th of the month. We have one more day to go. And now, no, one more day to go. Know that Libra is actually working right now very hard in this solar energy. So as you guys try to make decisions and choices of what's going on today, you're going to be hesitant. You are going to be a typical Libra today, trying to make decisions and choices. When somebody gives you more options, it's only going to make it worse and more confusing. A lot of you may feel like you're doing a lot of overthinking right now. Everything may feel as if it's overwhelming. For some of you, you're struggling to make a decision in reference to, or making a choice in reference to something that is very important to you. For some of you, you are worried about either family care or caring about family, making some choices and decisions there as well. For some of you, you're handling some legal things, whether you're getting your finances in order, whether you're handling something with an accountant. Some of you may be taking care of wills and deeds and things of that nature. For some of you, there is definitely legal aspects that are here in front of you, perhaps court, perhaps dealing with different violations, so to speak. For a lot of you, things are definitely going to work themselves out. For those of you struggling right now in a relationship, perhaps separated from your partner, know that there is going to be communication that's coming within the next couple of days. However, choose your words carefully. If you are busy pointing the finger at somebody, I promise you 4 more we're going to point back at you. So instead of making a judgment, instead of trying to control the situation, instead just own your part, own your shit, and go from there. For some of you, you keep picking the same shit over and over and over, or you keep trying to go back to the shit that didn't work the last 10 times, the last 5 times, the last 4 times. And that's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. I don't know what it's going to take to get it through your head, but you already know that it's not going to work, and you're still pushing yourself to try to make a piece to the puzzle fit that just won't fit. For some of you, this is more about your ego than it's about anything else. For some of you, you're only choosing to remember the good things that happened or the good times that you had, rather than accepting the fact of what they've shown you, the actions that they made. Not so much the words they speak, because anybody can say anything, but the actions don't follow. If they're not following through with actions in a positive way, remove yourself from the situation. Stop trying to change somebody who's not willing to change, okay? Stop trying to change somebody who's not willing to change. For some of you, you have this person who constantly ignores your text messages, or isn't responding to you, or doesn't text you first, or only sees you when it's convenient, or they only come over late at night. What are you doing? What are you doing with this person? This person is just using you. This person, for some of you, you may be dating somebody for years and years and years. They have not made a commitment yet. They are not going to. See, there are certain things that go on in a relationship where this person may feel that, yes, you want them, and maybe the sex is good, and maybe you have a good time when you're out. But that person is not feeling stability with you. That person is the type of person that they can date you for 15 years, and they're going to go meet someone else, and within a couple months you find out they get married or engaged to that person right away, and you're why? Why did they engage with them fast? Why did they want to marry them fast? Why was I invested in this for 15 years, 20 years, and I got nothing? Or 10 years, 5 years, and I got nothing. You didn't provide the stability that they were looking for. You may have shown to be more needy than more independent. It's not your fault, it's just the way it is. Now, for some of you, for today, again, it is Tuesday. If you missed a lot of my message in the beginning, play it back. There is some information here for some of you who just came in. Again, thank you for joining H&G. Today is Tuesday. It is the 30th. I hope you all had a great weekend. My card for today is about a healing heart. Energy today is talking about a healing heart. What does the healing heart talk about? It talks about healing from heartbreak, having the freedom from a toxic relationship, or having the freedom from addiction. For some of you, you fought very hard to get yourself to clean and sober. For some of you, maybe you're still struggling to getting that feeling of, yeah, this feels good, or yeah, this is what I want to do. Maybe you're just getting started today, even if it's just for today. Go with it. Tomorrow, worry about that tomorrow. Right now, just focus on the here and now. A lot of you are suffering extreme with anxiety, worrying about the past, worrying about something you can't change, worrying about a situation, worrying about something that was already said. You can't unspeak words that were already said, nor can anyone else. Worrying about tomorrow is definitely going to give you a lot of stress and overwhelming feeling. For some of you, it's very important to just live for the moment. How many of you today actually got up and showed or explained or expressed or prayed or spoke your affirmations of how grateful you are for what's in front of you, for what you do have? How many of you woke up and just complained about what you don't have? For some of you, you're comparing yourself to other people. And let me just tell you, listen, their journey's not yours. Their DNA does not match yours. Their mother and father are not your mother and father. Your situation is very unique. You yourself are a very unique individual. You are very special in your own way. It's okay to be different. Don't thrive to be like other people. You see so many people trying to look like all these different movie stars, or trying to look like something that they have in their mind, what they think is the perfect image. But you know what's funny? Every single person who got a breast enhancement or nose done or their mouth done or their butt done or whatever, every single person didn't fix what's on the inside. So no matter how much you glamorize the outside, you're still going to feel the same way on the inside, because that is where you did not give the attention to. Those of you struggling with weight gain, not able to get the weight loss, you're dealing with something emotional that's pretty much you're making you eat yourself alive, so to speak. You're eating everything in sight, or you're eating all the wrong foods. You're trying to have the comfort foods to comfort you for the lack of a partner, relationship, a loved one who's passed on, whatever your situation is. Your emotions are all held in your stomach area. When you struggle emotionally with anxiety, depression, fear, sadness, you tend to do things that you normally wouldn't do. You also tend to mope around more. You also tend to not get involved in things. You also tend to be less physical. You also tend to eat the wrong foods. For some of you, it's not so much that your problems are unsolvable. That's not the case. The case is you're so caught up in the situation that you can't see outside of that box in order to find the solution. Everything that you're going through right now is temporary. I promise you, it's temporary. A week or 2 weeks from now, you won't be in the same exact situation. Something will have changed. A lot of you can look back now a year ago. You're not in that same position. Do you remember when you were struggling with a situation a year ago? And you thought you'd never get out of it? And you thought something would never change? And now you're here. And you've progressed to this point. Life is full of lessons. Lessons come from failure. Failure is not a waste of time. Failure is a lesson learned. It's experience. Some of you are listening to girlfriends who are single to tell you about how to handle your relationship or how to deal with your man or your woman. If they were that good at that, wouldn't they have one? Wouldn't they have a relationship? Would they be single? Be careful who you're telling and spilling the beans to. Not everybody is your friend. Not everybody is going to keep what you say in confidence. Be careful who you trust. Okay? Be careful who you trust. Next card for today is separation. So a lot of you are definitely going through a separation right now. A lot of you are feeling very lonely and brokenhearted. A lot of you are feeling like you can't go on. A lot of you are feeling like you want that person back. A lot of you are trying to point the finger at yourself, saying, what did I do? How could I change? What could I say to make them come back? What excuse could I use to call them or text them? You think they won't know that it's an excuse? You think they, no matter what you come up with, you think they won't realize that you did that because they knew you wanted them back, and you just dramatized something? For a lot of you, I want you to just listen very carefully. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. When somebody wants to walk away, let them. When somebody's not happy in a situation and you can't talk it through or talk it out to find out what would make things better, sometimes we struggle to let go. A lot of us are really good at holding hands, but we're not good at letting go. A lot of us don't understand that sometimes people are in your life for a season. They're in there for you to either teach them a lesson or they're to teach you a lesson. Sometimes they're not there to stay forever. It may feel like it because that's what you want, that's what you desire, but it doesn't mean that's what it is. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great Tuesday. It was great to see you. Play this back again if you missed something. Later on, I'm going to come on with some words of advice that's going to be really food for thought. Kind of get you thinking. To take you to a different level. To kind of put your mind in another place. And perhaps it'll create a diversion for something that you're worrying about right now. Something that you don't need to keep thinking about. All right? Listen, put your stuff, your power, your prayers, put your problems up to the higher power. When you can't handle it anymore and you can't handle the steering wheel, then you know what? Just get God to drive. Let him drive. Because I'll tell you something, none of your success can be done without him. And none of your failures can be solved without him. So, wishing you all a very blessed Tuesday. Can't wait till we get to Wednesday, hump day, and then Friday, play day. I cannot wait. So, I'll see you guys soon. Sending love and light.